Game one, series one, first round, Denver Nuggets, Los Angeles Lakers. This is going to be a lot of fun, everybody. I can't wait to tap into it. I'm here with my guy Swipa on the other side. Going to be a fun series. Swipa, what's the storyline that you're most interested in heading into the first game?
Man, I love the heavyweight stuff. I want all the Jokic, LeBron James propaganda you could possibly think about. I can't wait to hear ABC and ESPN break it down. There's only one player ever that's ever been able to rival LeBron James in half-court decision-making and having complete control over the offensive game. If you look at Jokic here with the film breakdown at the nail, watch how he's able to dissect the defense. He leads you where he wants you to go. Then he finds the back door for a wide-open cut, wide-open corner three-point shot for Michael Porter Jr. The only player we've ever seen do that is LeBron James, and most notably in 2014-15 when he went into the series with Timothy Mozgov and Matthew Dellavedova, and they took on the Golden State Warriors. This is the kind of mind meld that you want your GOATs to have. So we're really in for an epic fight. That's what I want to see. All that. That's the kind of propaganda I'm trying to see.
That was like a hybrid mix of Stephen A. Smith and Tim Legler. Like I could see both of those guys like having part of those conversations. But that's a good one, man. I love it. I think Joker, with the way that he has sort of progressed, like he's going to win his third MVP. He could potentially win another Finals MVP. Would be the second Finals MVP of his young career. One of my stories is like, what is it going to take for him to be even viewed in the same category as a guy like LeBron? Like, that's going to be so fascinating, because if you hear any LeBron stan, and you're a LeBron guy, like I'll say that, like everybody should know that up front. You're a LeBron guy. Like, it would take a miracle for Jokic to be viewed in that same light. I don't think it ever would. Like, it's never going to ever happen, in my opinion. But what if it did? And one of the ways that you could potentially see that happening is you get a series like this, you get another finals run, go back to back, and you start to have some crazy conversations immediately.
Yeah, I would say if to get into the convos of the, like, kind of with snipping at the ankles would take MVP this year, ring this year, MVP next year, ring next year.
Don't forget, by the way, the Olympics.
Bro, don't nobody care about that Olympic talk in GOAT combos. In GOAT combos? No. So basketball, yeah. Basketball, sure, but not in GOAT combos. Nobody brings up Michael Jordan and LeBron James and their like U.S. Olympic performances. Now, sure, LeBron had 2 gold medals, by the way, in 8 and 12. Michael has 1. Nobody says that. No one brings that up.
But it was in the midst of the 92 Dream Team, where Jordan's in the midst of a three-peat. And to me, like, this is part of the fun storyline for Joker, right? Is like, he gets the ring, he gets the Finals MVP, he gets another ring, he gets another Finals MVP. Then he goes to the Olympics, takes down Team USA.
No, that's not happening.
Are you sure?
That's not happening. Y'all know I love Joker like more than most people, and probably just up there with anybody in the world. That's not got murals of him on the wall or something like that.
That's the thing, is like, if this is how you get into the GOAT conversation, you got to do something so heinous, so crazy, so disgusting that people cannot even fathom. This is the Adam Mares plan, by the way. This is my guy Adam Mares, our mutual friend. Like, this is his theory, and his theory of how, like, if Joker's ever going to get into it, if he's ever going to do this, he's got to take the Jordan path, and it can't be the LeBron path. It's got to be the Jordan.
Yeah, all right. That's cute and all, but let me read this to you. So in that Team USA stuff you're talking about, from the top, Anthony Edwards, LeBron James, Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Joel Embiid, Drew Holiday, Devin Booker, Anthony Davis, and Bam Adebayo.
Why'd you say Joel Embiid like that? That's crazy.
Well, yeah, but they're not. I mean, if they're all healthy, bro, they're not losing. That's why that's the Embiid part of that is so. Yeah. It's like, okay, well, there's at every level, there's like a one of the best in the world, basically, from like just Steph, Ant, Braun, KD, and Embiid, huh?
It's a crazy lineup. Don't get me wrong. But we're off track. It's a fun little dream for Jokic stands to have.
I'm bringing up real basketball stuff. You know, we're talking about Olympics. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
if Joker wins the Finals MVP this year and MVP, he'll be one of 5 players with 3 MVPs and 2 Finals MVPs. It's Magic, Jordan, Braun, Bird, and I think
Kareem.
Kareem. So it will be one of 6, but I think Magic might not be in there. Actually, I can't remember. I gotta get this. It's list of 4. I think I know Bird's in it. I know Braun's in it. I know Jordan's in it. Do you think that would start to put him in like full-fledged? He's entering top 10 discourse. Like he's bona fide going to be top 10.
He's on the borderline of it now because people can like you finally get that first ring and people start to really open the window of possibilities. And we've talked about that with some of the other videos that we've done that like, hey, you start to add up some of these accolades. He's one of, I think, 9 guys to ever win 3 MVPs.
Yeah.
And now like if you add that other layer into it where it really is like the separator between, hey, you've got the Dirk ring versus you get like, oh, you're now that guy for multiple years in a row at the peak of your powers, the best player in the world.
Yeah.
Like this would be defined as the Jokic era if you start getting another ring. So I think that when you start defining it with the name of the player, you have to enter those conversations. And it's going to be so fascinating to track this. Like that'll get some people mad for sure.
He'll be one of 6. So it's LeBron, Jordan, Bird, Johnson, Magic, Kareem, and then it'll be Jokic. Bro, that is asinine. Because those are all top 9 players ever.
Yeah.
And the only person that people are not sure about in that combo will be Larry Bird.
Yeah,
so,
and only because of injuries.
Right. And I think the thing is, Joker with the run this year, it just would be like he's just as good as basically any. I know this sounds crazy. Joker, if he does it again this year, he's basically just as good as any player that's ever walked the face of the earth. Just as good, meaning he's in the conversation at their apex.
It's so wild to say.
I'm saying that's nuts.
Yeah. You say it out loud and it just sounds crazy. Like think about where we were maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago, like having some of these discussions. Okay, maybe Joker just won his first MVP. Maybe Joker just like he's getting onto the fringes. He's in the all NBA conversation. He's doing things like that. Nobody ever saw this coming. Nobody ever really saw this coming. But now like he's just at this level. And like, if he can maintain this for multiple years, it's going to go crazy. So I'm excited for him, man.
Let me ask you this, since you brought up the propaganda takes. I didn't do this, y'all. He did
hey, you know, we're just having fun. We're having a good time.
The chart guy did this.
Yeah.
When did you first see like this? Because I would say that I first remember before you and I met. I mean, I was your age when this happened. I was 27.
Yeah.
So when the end of the 2017-18 season, that 13 game stretch where he basically averaged like 27, like 12 and 6, and we were just like, like that's really good. He's all of a sudden a volume scorer. Remember, we were like, he's only been a passer, facilitator, kind of going about his business. That first playoff run though, and I think what solidified it for me the first time I saw this. The first playoff, bro, he averaged 25, 13, and 8. He shot 50, I think 51, 51, 40, 41, 52, 41, 85 over the course of his first playoff run. And that no one had ever done that before. And I was like, he was 23 years old at that point. I think that's the first time I was like, I think this dude's like legitimately, he's like 1-on-1.
And you got to wait until the playoffs for that, right? Like it was all well and good. And there were some moments like the game 82 in his 3rd season against the Minnesota Timberwolves. That was a big moment. That was a big deal. And it showed that competitive nature in a really tough situation. But it was really in those playoffs. I do agree with you that that's where I really started to feel it where, okay, Denver needed him on the floor. It wasn't just a thing where we would like to have this guy on the floor for as much as possible. It's we need him. We cannot survive without him. And when he is out there, the Nuggets have a chance. That was a definite feeling of like, oh man, this is going places that we never thought possible.
4 overtime game for a center, 65 minutes played.
He was, by the way, it's so funny. He was horrible at the end of that, just
Right.
drag assing up and down
Right.
the
I
floor.
think he scored 2 points in the last 3 overtimes.
Yeah, it was hilarious. But like he was out there, he was doing his
Right.
thing, he was trying, but
Right.
no, it was really funny. But I no man, I these are the moments of lore for the Jokic rise that I think need to be told. That there's certain benchmarks, and this could be another one of them where
Remember, and he went bar for bar with LeBron in 2020. Remember, he was
yeah,
going shot with LeBron in the bubble, but then LeBron was still like LeBron, and Jokic wasn't Jokic yet. But
not
to go
quite.
if they had ever had this, and my the only thing I wish we had a time machine for a little bit. Joker, what if he caught LeBron at 2018 and Joker 2024 both existed on the court together? Man, bro,
Yeah,
I wish I would have saw that.
yeah. That's like some of those prime LeBron Steph, those prime LeBron KD moments, LeBron Kobe moments. Like those are those ones where you talk about LeBron in that regard, where he is the guy that's been measured against most of the other NBA players in NBA history, where
Right.
like all those guys are trying to measure themselves up against him. Joker's finally that guy, I think, where a lot of people are measuring themselves up against him. And that's where the real torch is starting to pass. Like
I think,
everybody,
yeah,
everybody.
this
Yeah.
run solidifies that. If he does it again, I think everybody for the rest of this era, it's like we're chasing the pinnacle.
Chasing that guy because that's the level that you have to reach. And if
Right.
he does it again, then it's going to be some heinous
And he's
things that we get to
29 years
see.
old. At
Heinous.
29 years old, bro.
Going to be a lot of fun. But hey, everybody, let us know what you think about Nikola Jokic and LeBron James and just what these guys have going for them. It's going to be a lot of fun to track. I cannot wait for these playoffs to start. He is Swipa. I'm Ryan. We out on this fun Narrative Friday.